Hey everybody, it's Don. And today I want to teach you how you can stand out in the interview so your interviewer remembers you and calls you back for a second interview. So if you're ready to learn some fantastic strategies for standing out in a job interview, you are in the right place. And I'm going to help you make a long-lasting impression that's going to just literally boost your chances for getting the job. So let's jump right in. First thing you want to do is research the company. It's super important to know about the company's mission and their values and their vision. And you can get this simply just by, Googling the name of the company and, mission statement. And by researching the company's background, their industry, and their competitors, you're going to be able to impress your interviewer with knowledge that will definitely help you stand out. I mean, just imagine if you're in the interview and you're sharing all this information that kind of shows that you know something about them, going to listen to you. It's going to be stuff they already know, but it's going to make you stand out from everybody else. The next thing you want to do is talk about your stories, your experiences, and you want to use the STAR formula for that. Now, STAR, S-T-A-R, stands for situation or task, action, and result. Now, some people get this wrong. They like to think of STAR as situation, and task, and action, and result, and it's not, and they mess it all up. So it's situation or task, and then an action, and then a result. And this method is a great way to share your accomplishments and your skills during the interview. And you always know when a question is coming your way, when they say, tell me about a time that you blank, that's when you need to use the STAR formula. So you want to make sure that you practice telling a few engaging STAR stories that are relevant to the job that you're applying for, okay? And then moving on, always customize your resume and cover letter for each job. Don't send out the same one to everybody. Give it that personal touch, and it gets recognized that you went that extra mile and you crafted something just for them. Now, if you're sending out 500 resumes, it's impossible to customize all 500 of them. So don't. Send out, maybe 3, 4, 5 resumes a week. If you're applying to 500 jobs, I can't imagine anybody is qualified to apply to 500 jobs. So just do a handful, and that makes creating those customized cover letters and resumes a lot more manageable. And then by highlighting your skills and experiences that are most relevant to the specific job, you're showing the interviewer that you are the perfect fit for the role. And that can really make you stand out from the masses because everybody out there wants the same job that you're going for. All right, now let's talk about your appearance. It is so important to make a great first impression by dressing professionally and appropriately for your interview. Now, you might say, well, it's a virtual interview. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You should still dress the part. If I had a virtual interview, I'd definitely wear a shirt and a tie. I probably wouldn't wear the suit, but I would wear it all the way down, pants and shoes, and it would just make me feel like I'm there. And then obviously, if you have the interview in person, then you totally want to dress the part. And when you look your best, you're going to feel confident, and that can really set you apart from other candidates. And so much of it is in the way that we feel, because when we feel good and we feel confident, our body language expresses that as well, okay? And then speaking of confidence, remember to be confident and engaging during the interview. So you don't want to just sit there and just be a bump on the log, just answering all of their questions. It's a conversation. So maintain some good eye contact, speak clearly, use positive body language when you're engaging, and that way it's going to make you come across as just a lot more memorable to the interviewer. And that's the whole thing. You got to remember, they're probably interviewing 10, 20, 30 people for the interview, for the job. And if you come across as super confident, you stand out and you express yourself, they are going to remember you. And another fantastic tip is to ask thoughtful question during the interview. And this is going to show your interviewer that you are interested and engaged. And some people like to just ask all their questions at the end of the interview, but sometimes you don't have time to get through all those. And an interview is a conversation. So you want to ask questions all throughout the course of the interview, and you want to ask those questions in context. So if they're asking you about your leadership skills or whatever, you might, after you answer the question, you might ask them something about the leadership of their company or whatever. Only ask questions, though, that are going to help you decide if you want to work there or not. Otherwise, don't just grab some questions, from my site or anywhere else that, someone told you these are good questions to ask. ask ones that make sense to you. And then prepare those questions, around the role and the team. And that's really just going to set you apart from everybody else. And then after the interview, make sure you send a personalized thank you note and express your gratitude and reinforce your interest in the position. Now, normally you want to send your thank you note to the hiring manager, the person who's making the decision. So if you're meeting with 5, 6, 10 people, only send it to that one, maybe 2 people at the most. And I have some other videos here on how to construct a good thank you letter. And one of those thank you notes can really leave a lasting impression and show the interviewer that you're serious about the job. Now, if you notice so far, a lot of the things that I've talked about are leaving your interviewer with a great impression about you. And that's one of the secrets to being a standout candidate. And so there you have it, my friend. These top strategies are going to help you stand out in your next job interview. And so remember, research the company. Use the STAR method and practice it before you go into the interview. And customize your application, dress well, be confident, and ask thoughtful questions that are going to help you decide if this is a place that you want to work, and then send a personalized thank you note. And you are going to blow everybody else out of the water. You're just going to be the standout candidate. To help you go a little bit further with that, head on over to jobinterviewtools.com/checklist. Put in your name, email address, tell me where to send this. And this is going to walk you through even a lot more detail than I can in this video about all the specific things that you should be doing all throughout the course of the interview. And then on the back side, it's got a whole bunch of different tactics and strategies that you can use that are going to even further help you separate yourself from everybody else, because you need to stand out. You need to be unique. You need to show them that you're genuinely interested in wanting to work there. And that, my friend, is really the secret to, being the standout candidate, the secret to passing any job interview. All right, my friend, that is all I have for you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Helps me understand that this is the kind of content that you like, and that way I'll make more of it. And then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.